you everyone, my name is Michael. I'm the Diddlesy Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition's Curse of the Crimson Throne. Joining me today are these lovely and amazing people. Look at them. Look at how amazing they are, except for Laura, who I forgot to recolor. Bear with me.
Oh, no.
This is how Dag makes up time so that he can do... Oh, no. Yeah, that was it. Boobity-boobity-boop. And... Yay, Laura has color. Okay. And yeah, welcome. Anyway, so what are we doing today? Today we are playing Curse of the Crimson Throne, an adventure that takes place in the small and somewhat tumultuous city of Korvosa. The king is dead, or should I say had died about a week ago now. Or no, actually about 2 weeks, maybe two or 3 weeks ago now. And in the aftermath of his death, there have been riots, there have been plagues, there have been a whole bunch of stuff that has thrown this city into turmoil. And now the people of Old Korvosa are the newest victims of the Queen Ilios's, I guess, newfound flexing of her power. The city's bridges that connect Old Korvosa to the more modern buildings has been destroyed entirely, and it has isolated that small area of Korvosa. Our heroes are currently on a quest to try and reach out to an ally named Vencalo Osiriani, a swordsmaster who may have information on something dark, sinister, and magic lying in the back of the Queen's machinations. So that's there as well. But more on that as we come to our recap. Right now, however, let's meet our players and our characters. Let's start with... let's go reverse order this time. I like mixing it up sometimes. Let's start, of course, with none other than Mercutio, a soldier and knight of the Iomedan Paladins, on a quest to try and alleviate themselves of the situation in which they find themselves plagued. The fact that a necromancer had turned his body into that of the undead, as he is now on a quest to try and ensure his soul an immortal rest in the hereafter. This wonderful character played by our dear friend, Marcus the GM.
Hello.
Hello. Next up, of course, playing the role of our dearly beloved Agnes, the matronly mother psychic traveler who has settled down in the town of Korvosa with her lovely daughter, who has taken it upon herself to put right the things that are wrong here in the town. We have Laura Bones, our dear friend. Hi, Laura. Hello. Next up, playing the role of the Kitsune Druid, a wolfhound currently on the tracks of an evil drug dealer here in the city somewhere. We have, of course, Dante, played by our dear friend Rykon. Hi, Rykon.
Hello.
Next on our list of intrepid explorers is the investigative and very, very intuitive Quinn, I want to say a back alley private investigator who has since taken on the role of the deputy of the guards of Korvosa, along with their companions, have dug into a number of the mysteries and unearthed a great deal of the evil and sinister plots that dwell within the city. No case is big or too small for Quinn, as she has done much to save the city. This terrific character is played by the one and only Aya Janasi.
Hey, Michael. Thank you. Hey, everybody.
Rounding out this team of adventurers, we have, of course, a fairy from the Unseelie Court who has journeyed out into the world in order to learn to be a hero, but has since slipped and fallen to the sway of darkness. What would one pay in order to protect that which is good? How far would one go? Holly, our dear fairy cleric of Asmodeus, answers this question on a daily basis. And this very, very cool character is played by our friend Malakisa.
Hello. Hashtag I did the right thing.
Hashtag you did the right thing. Hashtag no regrets. And last but certainly not least, playing the role of Padrick, the gunslinger, a man framed for murder by people who he once thought were friends, having to leave his entire career as a caster from the Tower of Wizards here in Korvosa and take on the life of a wandering gunslinger. We have this very, very cool character played by the very, very cool Twiff.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I'm off mute. Cool.
All right. So, before we begin, guys, we do have a couple people to thank, of course, starting, of course, with our sponsors. That's right. We have people who help us keep the lights on and help me get fed and looked after. These people are, of course, none other than Hero Forge for the wonderful artworks you'll see on stream as we play. We also use Hero Forge art for a lot of the tokens they use. And not only can you use these for virtual tabletops, but you can get your models 3D printed, both in gray or white, so you can paint them yourselves, or in color print. There are also now 2D standees, which are acrylic and look freaking amazing. So go check out heroforge.com and get your own heroes. Play around with them. They're really, really cool. Next up, of course, for our every cool game needs to have an epic soundtrack, and that is what we have here in the form of Sirenscape. Yay! That was very soft. Let's try that again. Sirenscape. There it is. Beautiful. So all the sound effects that you will hear throughout the course of the game comes from the sound sets tied to Curse of the Crimson Throne, available now on Sirenscape. So go check that out. Sign up for Super Siren and you get the whole catalog. That's it. It's just a sub. You just get the whole thing. It's great and it is very affordable. And for how much it boosts your games, definitely worth it, I think. And lastly, of course, we wouldn't be here without our VTT, Fantasy Grounds, where you can see we do all of our cool prep stuff, and all the maps are all there to make my life so much easier. All right. We have one last person to thank, of course, as always in these games, and that is you guys in the audience. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your precious, precious time. I appreciate it more than I could ever express, and as part of that expression, we make sure that all of our games are fully interactive with you guys in the chat. Whether or not you've got the money to help support us or not, if you want to, you can use the channel points in the game in order to influence the session as insight bonuses, inspiration, divine healing, divine intervention, magic bags, and more, just from simply watching the show. If you're a subscriber, you earn more channel points while you watch, and you accrue them over all my games, and I do so many, so do it. Yeah, that's the thing. Then, of course, if you do wish to support our channel, guys, not gonna lie, my computer is seeing better days, and I am working very, very hard to rectify it. We do have a small fund that was collected, I think, early this year or late last year towards that. But again, being in Australia means that computer stuff sucks for pricing and stuff. So I'm doing another fundraiser to try and get what I need. Thanks to our previous fundraiser, I now have 2 brand new monitors, which is amazing. But apparently things like RAM and hard drives and stuff like that. My computer is so old and outdated, they don't make things that fit my motherboard anymore. So it's that point of sucked in dag, you have to get the whole thing replaced. So, yay, fun times.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do from my old PC I used to have.
Yeah. I mean, it was just one of those things, you know. I'm just like, you know, it has to happen at some point, and yeah. But anyway, I digress. There are a number of ways that, of course, I will thank you in very, very direct ways through the course of the game as you decide to donate. So first of all, for $5, you can grant either the players one of these red tokens or me one of these little purple tokens. Now, these tokens can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense, or, of course, as you know, roll with advantage, or in my case, I can give disadvantage. Also, in addition, force rerolls, make things more complicated. Jinx points can kind of do a little bit more on that one. Then we have, of course, for $10, I will either draw a random plot twist, which will be incorporated into the game as the game goes on, and I think we've already got someone for that, which we will draw in. Actually, no, let's draw that right now. Let's see. I see you. Schooleye.
For the third drawn.
Third drawn plot twist.
Yeah, I posted in the Discord chat.
Thank you. And it is, of course, time for Holly to get a gear set. Ooh. Okay, I like that. So Holly has the shadow gear set. Okay. Okay. Holly, could you please remind me of that when we get to a point I think you'll know is appropriate to find random stuff.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. I'm not going to spoil where it is, but you know. All right. Third drawn plot twist. 1, 2, and 3. God damn it.
Oh no.
I'm very sorry. But, you've acquired Lucky Day. It is your lucky day. That's it. Straight up. Just something succeeds, benefits you, or greatly swings in your favor out of nothing but sheer luck. Well, there you go. So thank you, Schooly Eye. You've probably found the one good plot twist in there. That and have a nice trip.
With how Holly's stuff has been going, probably needs it the most.
Yeah, maybe. All right. The other thing you can get with the $10 instead of the plot twist is you can also gain heroic actions. These heroic actions give a bunch of really, really cool stuff that basically it's almost like a special power that they can use. Kind of like, for example, pierce resistance. After you figure out what a person's resistance is, you can make a knowledge check, and if you succeed, you ignore it. That's kind of cool. I like that. So little powers like that are there as well. Then for $20, you can grant someone the coveted golden nat 20. Because why roll a nat 20 when you can just have one? For $50, we can enhance an encounter, making the boss or encounter a little bit tougher, or provide a magic item, as we are with Holly in a moment. Provide a magic item to a player of your choice. Lastly, we have our secret menu item. Secret menu item is quite plain and simple. It's a $100 donation that comes with not only a lot of love, but a lot of thanks, because, of course, it's a huge support to the channel and the like. So the secret menu item is quite simply going to be this. Right now, the group is heading into the palace of the Emperor of Old Korvosa. This is, of course, going to be somewhat to their favor. However, there is another plot going on. A deeper, more sinister plot. And what I would like to invite my players to do, or my audience members to do, should I say, is to create a threat that is going to challenge my group. This is the same plot twist we used, I think, last week or the week before, and that is I will ask for you, the audience member here, who donates that, to design a Red Mantis assassin. This Red Mantis assassin's goal is to avenge the Red Mantis, who had been thwarted from their plot to kill Vencalo, and they will go after a new target. And there'll be a big twist surprise for who that target is and why. But you get to design them. Their gender, their race, their speciality, if you want to. I mean, they're Red Mantises, so they do have sawtooth sabers, but there are versions of them that are, say, hey, spellcasters, or this one's also a gunslinger, or that one's also a thing. So you'll get to design that particular thing. I will make a Hero Forge mini of your character design, and then you get to have that as well as a memento of this very, very badass assassin NPC. So that is the $100 secret menu item for today. Yay. All right. Well, without any further ado, players, shall we begin today's session?
Yes.
I also, like I said, I posted in the Discord Tony's donations as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have some donations from Tony.
Heroic action from Quinn. For Quinn as well.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Baroque action. I'm like, ooh, fancy. But you know what they say? If it's not Baroque, don't fix it.
I knew that was coming. I just knew it.
Got to it before I could.
Amazing. All right. So, yes, Tony, thank you so much. I'm sorry. But let's see. We got a hero point for Holly. Avari just comes in and leaves. All right, we got a hero point for Holly. We have a hero point for Dante. Look at you, Dante. There it is. We have a hero point for Mercutio and a hero point for Agnes. We then have a natural 20 for Patrick. I feel like Tony has decided to stack everyone. So thank you, Tony. It always makes
Only
me
for us to lose it all.
yeah, it always makes me go like, oh dang, I have to really step up because everyone's like fully loaded. Okay, just one moment.
I'll use mine as soon as I have to roll something.
Fair.
Now you'll roll on that one.
There it
I
is.
will use all of mine.
That'd be
Alright.
great.
And a heroic action for Quinn. So Quinn, I need a number between 1 and 5. It's definitely
like
keeping me on my
3,
toes. Sorry, what was that?
I would like 3, please.
3. Ooh. Uno. Dos. Uno, dos. Tres. Wow. Yeah, okay. The reading on this is, you missed, did I? Reverse strike. After you fail an attack roll, you automatically succeed in a critical hit.
Oh,
Nice.
That's just rude.
That's
that can
amazing.
come
I
in
just
handy
love
for
it.
a critical miss.
So that is called reverse strike, and you can use that to your leisure, or you can pass it on to one of your teammates, however the case may be.
Thank you.
We also got a reward for
Oh.
from McClover. McClover coming in with 2 jinx points from me and a boss buff. McClover, you bloody legend. Okay, let me just get these in, and we'll... Oh, there we go. And then we will start on the dark side. Yes, the dark side's fun. We have cookies. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So... When last we left our heroes, they had gotten to visit Vencalo's home in order to try and locate the man who would likely have information about the Queen and the dark forces in which she controls, but instead found themselves attacked by Red Mantis assassins. Seeing this as an ill portent, our heroes decided to investigate a little bit more, try to find out what they could about where Vencalo went. After some investigation, they learnt that Vencalo was not the only person that was here. After speaking with a student who had come to see whether Vencalo was okay, after noticing the fires surrounding not both his home and the academy in which he works, they learnt that Vencalo had a house guest, a man by the name of Salvador Scream, an artist who had been doing work in the more macabre sense, who had been hiding out from something or someone. Learning where Salvador was from Agnes, who was a close personal friend, the group went to visit the artist, only to find his house and home abandoned. Or should I say, forcefully abandoned. Noticing muddy footprints inside the studio itself, they pieced together that Salvador must have been grabbed after retreating here, likely after leaving Vencalo's before the fire. But they were not the only ones there. Sorry, the footprints weren't the only things that you found. Descending from the rafters, a very strange, giggly cleric of Zonkathone arrived, with means and measure of causing nothing but misery to our group, with exchanges of quips and insults and slights back and forth, threats of death and more, eventually leading to a realization from our group that this person was stalling, was basically just giving you the runaround for no reason other than to cause you misery. After playing the game, Holly and Agnes managed to convince the cleric known as Lorelei. Is it Lorelei? No, Leori. The cleric known as Leori to accompany them in order to go and save Salvador Scream, whom she was there to see because she was a big fan. It is here that our heroes find themselves as we begin our session. Now, Patrick and Quinn, during this period of time, the both of you had been looking into the Emperor and who and what his deal was, and you had learnt that the Emperor, whose actual name is... Sorry, pardon me. There we go. Whose actual name is... Piltz, was a person who basically was just kind of like a low-time kind of mob boss who had rallied people in their desperation surrounding the Queen's actions and has since taken on the role of being the Emperor. Everyone is scared, everyone is frightened, and they're without the guards here to protect them. The thugs themselves continue to grow in strength as people just fall to desperation to side with the Emperor. But you also found his palace, so it would be called, a series of ramshackled homes that had been sort of hodgepodge together with random fortifications through, missing bits of the building, through like broken and disheveled bits in the alleyway. They've kind of created a makeshift shanty town castle kind of thing in the middle of this town. Knowing that you were to meet up with the rest of the group, our heroes have decided to rendezvous with Quinn and Patrick at the palace of the Emperor. And it is here that our game begins. Alright. Now, I believe... let's see if I can change the ambient lighting.
Was there some kind of commotion or something going on?
Yes, there is commotion going on in all directions. You can see the thugs are trying to recruit random people. You can hear the sounds of sort of the some people kind of protesting the presence of the lack of the guard, should I say. Like, basically, like, people on their soapboxes demanding the Queen do something, but falling on deaf ears. I don't remember what the cliffhanger was from last week. Did I do a cliffhanger?
Was there not was he not having a demonstration or a showing or something that we were off to when the Emperor was going to be there?
Wasn't it a cloth of some sort that we had at the near end? Because that's when the sticky hand came into play.
Because we were going off, and she dropped a bit of paper that said something about the Emperor with a sticky hand in the air.
Oh, yes, of course. This was Leori. Leori was your tie that the Emperor was the one who had Salvador. And she knew where he was. And this was, I think that was more just, you had the bit of fabric that identified Salvador as the person who had been taken from the house. Let me just double check and confirm here. Yes, I do believe that was... Where are you, Leori? Apologies. I do have...
Too many NPCs.
Where are you? There you are. Yeah, there was a lot of NPCs. Okay, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. What's happened to Vincala? That's not what we need. Salvador. There we go. Salvador Studio. Leori, yada, yada, yada. Do this. This is the best route to confront the Emperor. She's a sadist and a lunatic, but not an enemy.
Has an aura of blasphemy.
There's also some kind of exhibition or something going on.
Oh, yes. No, they're doing a they're doing a an address to the people. Oh, right. No, I remember now. Okay. Yes. Okay. So they're doing an address to the people in order to showcase the Emperor's new rule, and Salvador has been taken in order to do a painting of the Emperor so that the whole town can know that he is the one in charge. Yep, so that is the plot in revolving around why the Emperor has the artist. It's to, sort of, again, raise his station.
We're all going off to bring him back down a peg or two again.
Yeah, pretty much. Probably to set the whole palace on fire, if we're being honest. All right.
Oh, can we not?
That's what we do.
It is very much what you do. Okay. The streets surrounding the palace are littered with bodies and rubble, refuse and feral dogs. Even sturges, giant red, blood-red mosquitoes. They're not really mosquitoes, they're more like monsters, actually, but they flit around, humming like mosquitoes. Drained spiders and other vermin scuttle through this area. It looks as though this place had not seen good days, even before the quarantine of Old Korvosa. The farther one ventures into the old docks, the closer one draws to this palace, which you can see from a distance. Few citizens seem to appear behind boarded windows, peering out upon the streets as you pass. There are more signs that the mob the Emperor is inciting grows. Vandalisms, brutalized bodies hung up on display, the remnants of fires burning in the streets, and other evidence of violence is quite prevalent here. The Emperor's home has been found by Quinn. It is at 11 Silk Street in the Old Docks, and a collection of tenements and abandoned stores which barely escaped destruction of a fire, as I said, have been hodgepodged and cobbled together in order to make this makeshift fortress. Now, as you arrive, you can see Patrick and Quinn waiting outside what looks to be the entrance. Neither have entered yet, but you can see the way in. You are not being escorted by anyone, nor do you see any guards nearby. All right.
Quinn, we found a thing at Van Carlo's that I really think that you need to see because he left it with a note. But whatever you do, don't stick your hand in the bag because that could be really bad because there were some problems with that. But here you go. And then I hand Quinn the box.
Thank you.
Quinn, you are handed a box as you look in a certain amount of bewilderment.
Yeah, I'm going to just tuck that away to look at later.
Very well. The box is actually quite large. It's like almost like a chest more than it is a tiny box.
I see. Well, then in that case, I will shuffle off to a corner over here and open the box.
All right. Inside the box.
Is the note separate or is it?
Yes, the note is separate.
I will read the note and then open the box.
It simply has a playing card on it, and the playing card is blank.
Curious.
Inside,
right.
Quinn, you see something that I'm going to type to you.
Okay.
What's the box?
It's a little man named Jack.
Secret.
It's time.
Okay, there we go. It has been sent.
All right.
I'll give you a moment to read that.
Okay.
Oh, also, Merc is glowing.
Merc is glowing, is he?
Yes, he's in that fancy new armor that he liberated from Van Carlo's closet, and because it glows when in 10 feet of any undead, he's permanently glowing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
Yeah, so Merc, I don't know how bright you said the glow was.
I'd say it's enough to be like glitter dust. Oh, like the spell.
Okay. I would
A
assume
fairy
it would
fire,
be
sorry,
since-
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. All right. Now, Quinn, that is what you've seen inside of your thing.
All right. So I'm going to, I look inside the box and I take a deep breath and close my eyes and I transfer the contents of the box into my bag. Can I do that?
You can, and you can do it surreptitiously as well.
And that's what I do.
Perfect. It is done. This is the way.
This is the way. I feel obligated to respond.
All right. But yes, now you've gathered up. There's a door right to your, just to your, again, if you're like just looking at the map here, just to the right here, there is a doorway that leads into the actual place.
Yeah, so there doesn't seem to be any guards. No one's bothered us here while we were waiting. Merc, are you where you're glowing? Is this something new?
Yes. So hopefully he doesn't mind, but he wasn't using the armor, and I've kind of lost my glove inside the bag. So I didn't want to walk around with, my arm exposed.
Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned that there is also a gauntlet that belongs to Mercutio that is trapped in what looks to be kind of a manacle of some kind in that bag as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
and don't put your hand in the bag, because if you put the hand in the bag, then you may not be able to pull the hand back out.
No, Quinn already did.
And I
Excellent.
transferred everything to another bag. Oops.
But you did.
Right.
But
Yeah, no, I just forgot. What I mean is I just forgot to let Quinn know that there was also the glove, because I forgot that there was also the glove. So yes, in addition to everything I said was in the bag when Quinn explored it, there is also Mercutio's glove.
Yeah. And I guess the armor glows when within a certain radius of undead.
Ah. Well.
So not very useful if we ever go somewhere where there's undead.
Well, not subtle anyway.
Yeah.
But it makes you.
Well, we don't need to carry a torch at least.
This is true. And who knows, perhaps we could use it in some way, shape, or form, like, I don't know, fooling some...
Curious of how well it will work underwater.
I think you're very pretty.
Well, thank you, Holly. And Dante, this is the second time you've mentioned about me going in water.
It's going to most likely happen at some point.
Well,
I don't look forward to that.
Can you just imagine
No, do
having
I.
this actual conversation with people? Hey, so I've got this thing that kind of glows. Yeah, cool. You might drown. Wait, what? Yeah, just at some point might happen. You could drown. Think about that.
It happens. It happens to people.
Yeah.
People drown.
I don't think I can drown, but I don't want to test that theory unless I absolutely have to.
All right.
yeah.
So, as you kick about, again, updating each other on the goings-on recently, Agnes, I noticed that you are by the door. Can I get you to make a
Yes,
perception
that's what the
check?
knocking noise was. Agnes was just knocking on the door.
As you knock on the door swings open. It is not locked or barred or anything of the sort. And you can see that there is a small staircase in a abandoned and ramshackled room leading upwards.
Well, it's not very much of a palace, that's for sure. Looks more
I'm
like
not
a
sure
dump.
whether to be happy or concerned about the lack of anyone watching their front door or that it's unlocked.
I don't think these guys are really good at being palace guards yet, but they're kind of new to it.
Well, but just even as, a gang of thugs,
I'd expect better defenses.
yeah, I'd expect someone to be watching the door or to, have it actually be closed.
Smells fishy.
Traps.
From the look of this town, I think they've just got everybody too cowed to even bother trying to attack this place. I think he's just a bit of an overconfident fool, but just in case
We
not.
shall
And she
see.
backs up a step and looks at the big glowing tin can.
Oh, all right. I
Gentlemen
see where this is
first.
going. All right, let's do this. And we did say the door was unlocked, right?
I did, yes.
The door opened.
Then Merc will step in.
All right. You step in, and as I described, you find a rather disheveled-looking room and a staircase leading up.
Well, guess the only way is up.
As you make your way upwards, climbing the stairs, you eventually come to a kind of like a wooden crosswalk that leads further in.
There's no way this is safe. Merc's just gonna slowly put his foot on it to see if it's able to hold even part of his weight.
The silence wizard.
Silence wizard.
Sorry, thank you. Please make a knowledge engineering or a craft check as you place your weight there.
Boy. Skills, craft. I don't have knowledge engineering and craft. Does that need to be trained? It does not. So it's nothing with a nothing.
And nothing with a nothing.
It's a 10 with a nothing.
All right. Does anyone want to to make a attempt as well?
I'll help. Hold on one second.
Yeah, no, I'll
Also, that was the sound of Mercutio's foot getting caught on a slat and like exploding.
I at least have a +2 with it.
I am good at crafting.
All right.
Plus 11 as untrained. Holy cow.
It's pretty good.
Agnes, you're
I know.
Agnes is too busy going, did anybody hear that? It was a weird squelching sound. Did you? You didn't.
You step on a tomato. All right. So you got those of you who got over 22. You do notice that there is a rigged trap here. The trap is designed to fall away if you either put too much weight on it, or if something or someone uses a release mechanism. If you want, you can attempt to try and disable the mechanism, but that's up to you.
Would that be
How much weight is too much weight that we've been able to figure out?
Likely 2 people in heavy armor would be too much weight.
I can disable that. I haven't forgotten everything. I'm really good with traps, guys.
By all means.
Okay, that's thievery.
Ooh.
I feel pretty good about that.
Okay, that's pretty good. You manage to open, or to disable, should I say, the, you managed to disable the lock. Or the, mechanism, should I say. And it will not fall.
Good job, Holly.
Okay. We're safe to walk across, no problem.
Good job.
probably still go cautiously one at a time. Not sure how much I trust their construction traps or otherwise.
Holly is absolutely flying.
All right, very well. You begin to make your way downwards. Now, bear with me, for I am trying to do something that, hopefully, my stuff will let me. Here we go. All right.
Person that has been following us, are they still following us?
Yes. They seem to be at a distance more than anything else.
Makes sense considering what they attempted to do when we first met them.
Indeed. Okay, there we go. Aha! Okay, I figured it out. Okay. You can all calm down. I have learned how to do this thing. Okay. Because I've prepped this just in case.
You needed panicking.
Yeah, me panicking completely. Here we go. All right.
Wasn't a boss just
No, actually, it's something a little bit different, a little bit fun. But let's see how this goes. So, now, as you make your way across, you can find yourselves in what looks to be a guard room, where several individuals seem to be gathered around a small table, playing a card game. Okay. Ducking between these. There we go. Sorry, I just need to move Agnes real quick. And there we go. Aha. All right. Boom. There you go. So, as you can see,
Oh, there we go.
a handful of these guards are here. This may have once have been an attic and has left a large room in an area kind of exposed to the elements. The rope bridge connects here, and there's another rope bridge to the southwest that leads further inwards. As you arrive, they look at you in a sordid confusion. Hey, whoa. Where do you think you're going?
Oh, we're just here to see the Emperor. We have an invitation.
I've lost Agnes. I think she's.
Yeah, I was about to say, Agnes kind of just disappeared.
She got
Yeah, there's a guard sitting on top of Holly too.
What?
I disappeared as well.
She got Thanos snapped.
I just lost the map.
Better.
These are like immutable things that will happen every session. Something will set on fire. Quinn will lose the map.
And
There should be a bingo card for it,
yeah,
right?
and Dag will just straight up lose his mind. Okay, so yes, you've said you had an appointment. Make a bluff check.
I would like to hero point that, please.
You may do so. You know what? No, I'm gonna jinx point it straight away. But thank you for trying.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's so mean, Dag. Oh my god.
Oh my god, maybe you should not lie the first time you meet someone.
It was the expedient thing to do.
Yep, and look at what happened. So now, as soon as you lie, they turn on you, grab swords, and stab you to death. No, they don't. They look at you, and they all start laughing. Ooh, I've got an appointment. Did you hear, mate? And they start cackling to each other. Oh, yeah, pull the other one. Oh, meeting. Oh, you clearly don't know the Emperor.
Well, no, and we do know the Emperor. The Emperor might know us as well. You know, we may be the heroes of the city.
Oh.
He may actually want to speak to us.
Oh, you hear that? Heroes of the city they are. Oh, heroes of the city. I didn't vote for him. Well, yeah, that's true. We didn't vote for you.
You don't vote for heroes. What?
Well, why
you vote
not?
for like presidents and kings and things. Heroes are people that just do sacrificing things all on their own.
Oh, do they? And then they just get to go, what, visit the Emperor because they sacrifice some stuff. I sacrifice stuff.
No, they can come and ask to see the Emperor.
Well, it didn't sound like you were asking. It sounded like you were trying to sneak in.
We just walked through the front door.
No. I
You're
mean the
not,
whole, like,
actually.
you've got an appointment thing. What was that about?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Well, we would have an appointment, because we talked to those guards, the individuals that were recruiting.
In the street, that's right. And we asked for an appointment. And we're told that could be done.
Both of you can make another bluff check. You will take a -5 penalty on this.
Me? This is my first.
Yeah, but they know this is a lie.
Holly's first attempt didn't help.
Well, actually, it's not. I'm telling the truth. We did talk to the guys in the street, and they said,
Yeah, but they didn't
All
say
right.
you can go right up and talk to the Emperor, though.
no, they said that an appointment might be possible.
It's a matter of perspective and interpretation.
Oh, yeah.
Are you playing for money? And I pointed the game that's going on at the table.
We'll come to that after the reaction, but yes, you can definitely do that. All right, with the deception checks, they're just looking at you. It's like, oh, all right, yeah, no worries. You know what? Let's just you know what? Here, why don't you guys hold our weapons, right? And we'll take you straight on through. You know, you can go see the Emperor.
Oh, there's
you
no
know.
need to be sarcastic, young man.
They start laughing. As they do so, Quinn, you do notice the table that they're playing on. And they look at you and their demeanor changes. These guys, like I said, they're not soldiers. They're not like, warriors or anything. Ultimately, look, let's face it. Most of you are equipped with very, very powerful weapons, and you could wipe these guys out so easily. But as you say that, their demeanor changes. These guys may be many things, but gambling, well, that's a different story. They say, yeah, you played 3 Dragon Ante before.
Me? Nah, never. Why don't you tell me how the game is played? I got a little coin to spare.
Do you want to offer a coin, or do you want to offer something else?
What do you suggest?
Mostly because I've got about an hour of this game, and we could do a round of 3 Dragon Ante, which I have prepared for you guys to play and enjoy. If you guys want to, you can all participate, and you can put something on offer. It doesn't have to be gold, but one of the things should be to get past and have an audience with the Emperor.
Yes.
Right? But you can offer other things. Holly, for you, and particularly in this, you notice that one of them seems to be wearing a very, very interesting looking set of braces that catch your eye.
Oh, those braces are awfully shiny.
Oh, these? Yeah, nah, these were fine. We met a person down at the old docks and managed to wrangle these off him.
Would you be willing to play for them?
They look at each other and they're like, yeah, it depends on what you have to offer. All right, so I'm going to presume that you guys are going to ask for an audience and the gauntlets. These are pretty high-priced things. What are you guys going to offer? Yeah, braces.
I still have 3 adamantine arrowheads.
That's a good start. You can adamantine. I mean, adamantine arrows. That's 3 bullets.
Oh, I've got that alchemical fire that we picked up at Venkalo's house. What, 4 vials of it?
Ooh, okay, that's pretty good.
I knew it was alchemical fire. I don't know if you told me the level that it was, whether it was...
Great. Give the anarchists.
Only if I lose.
Fair.
Fair.
I have a very fancy cloak that might be useful, and I hold up my cloak of feline rest. It's a magic cloak.
All right. They look at each other and they
I put my coin back in my pocket.
they look at each other, they look at you, and they nod. Yeah, okay, we can get behind this. All right, and they will accept your terms. All right, now. Okay, bear with me while I load this up.
Curious of how this will go.
Me too.
I'm just meaning a 3 Dragon's Ante in general, because I've read how the game is supposed to play out.
Yeah. Me too. And I'm very, very keen on doing that. So let's change the music up a little bit as well.
It could be quite a bit of a interesting game.
Okay. All right. Sorry, it is just loading up. And while it's loading, our characters decide to discuss how they're going, who is like a good gambler, who would like to potentially take the lead, how are you going to play?
What skill is gambling?
Gambling will use bluff, intimidate, diplomacy, and perception.
I feel like...
Do you mean deception, not bluff?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Thank you.
I feel like Quinn would be good because she has some means of, looking for tells.
Yeah.
However, since my face is hidden, they wouldn't be able to see anything.
I will add, notwithstanding the 2 roll, I am actually a master of deception.
True.
I mean, Merc's pretty damn
the only
good at it.
The only thing I'm good at with that is perception, not deception and intimidation. I'm
Perception and...
trained, but
My
trained
perception
in both diplomacy and intimidation.
Yeah, my perception is 10 and my deception is 15, but my diplomacy and intimidation are both at 4.
I've got really good perception, but not very good deception. So if we feel like that will be necessary, Holly's the pick.
The only thing I'm short on is intimidation.
I think surprisingly he's good at all of those things.
Really? Do you feel lucky?
I don't think Agnes gambles, to be honest with you. I mean,
Well, there's a
she
first
might
time
be
for everything,
talked into it.
Agnes. Come on, it's for the good of the end goal. Keep the end goal in sight. And honestly, you're so sweet, they'll never suspect anything from you.
True story.
Would it be possible for us, like, for whoever's at the table to help, like, for whoever who's not playing, to help the person at the table cheat in some way?
I do have a skill called Concealing Legerdemain.
Yep, that's a good one.
Oh, look, if I'm going to play, I'm not cheating.
Well,
They look over and say, are we playing a what?
Like, I
we
don't
are
think they
absolutely. We're just trying to figure out who gets the lucky seat at the table and gets to play with you guys. Everybody wants to.
Oh, well,
One
we
more
are very
second.
popular.
Yes. All right.
And I don't think that they're gonna be sportsmanlike and not cheat themselves.
Who at the table actually looks like they are better off currently?
As in, who are from you guys?
Who's
No,
winning?
who's winning
Who's-
currently at the table?
It'll be the guy that goes up against you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a par for par. So basically, it'll be if all 6 of you play at the same time, then it'll be all 6. It'll be 4 of them. If it's just one of you, then it'll only be 1.
Oh, so multiple people can play?
If they'd like, yeah.
Well, let's
Shall
have
we all
me,
sit down?
Yeah, let's have me, Quinn, and Agnes all play then.
All right.
That's sitting-
All right. So, here's how this works. A game of 3 Dragon Ante involves you drawing cards that are depicting various colored dragons and numbers. Okay? The objective is to have what is known as the strongest flight of dragons after 3 turns of placing dragons. Okay? Every dragon has unique powers. If you place a dragon that is weaker than a dragon placed by the previous player, you get to activate its power. For example, with the bronze dragon, you can put the 2 weakest cards that have gone into the ante into your hand, and we'll explain what that means later. But that is effectively how that works. The white dragon, the weakest opponent pays you 2 gold, so that is the weakest person has to give you something. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. If you have 3 dragons of the same color, or 3 dragons of the same power, you also still win a little something from the pot. Using skills, you can do a number of things to influence the game, as well as change things in your favor, such as reshuffling cards or stealing other people's belongings and stuff like that. But we'll explain that as we go. Now, we're only going to do 1 round because, like I said, I thought I'd try this. And I don't know how we'll go. But if at some point anyone wants to pull the plug on this, please let me know. Okay. So, here we go. Starting with Quinn. Here are your 5 cards. You have a 8 on a green dragon, a 5 on a white dragon, a 4 on a gold dragon, an 8 on a bronze, and a 9 on a brass dragon. Holly, you have a 12 on a gold dragon, a 10 on a green. You have the legendary Tiamat card, which is basically your ace in the hole, a 1 of a black dragon, and a 1 of a good dragon. I should also point out that there are usually bonuses for having all good dragons or all black dragons as well. It doesn't affect the end result, but some of the powers rely on having full flights of a particular good or evil dragon. And Agnes, your cards are a 4 of green, a 4 of blue, a 5 of green, a kobold, known as a worm priest. For the rest of the gambit, this counts as a dragon of any flight. And a 3 of white. So there you go. So, the first round we decide an ante, which in this case the ante dragon is a 3, a 5, and a 10. So these are the ante cards. This is just what's kind of played to determine what the value of everything is. Now, the 3 will represent the sorry, what did you have in the pot? You had the gauntlets, you had the audience, and then you had and was there a third thing? The arrowheads.
The cloak and the arrowheads.
And the fire.
No, what did they offer you? They offered you... Oh, there's only 2 things they offered you.
Yeah, just the cloak and the gauntlets.
Okay, so in which case, those 2 things represent the cloak and the gauntlets, right? As far as stuff goes, right? Now, their cards are hidden from you, and I will look at them privately after I ask my players to look away. But we will enter into the first round. And the first round will require each of you to play 1 dragon from your flight. As the very, very gruff-looking individual looks in your direction, ladies first.
So, hang on. We have to match something that's on a table?
No, you just have to have the highest number. So when you add up all 3 dragons that you're going to play by the end of the round, whoever has the highest value, flight of dragons, they win.
What's the highest number?
13 is the highest.
Okay.
1 is the lowest.
Like playing cards.
Yeah. Basically, it's a deck of playing cards.
I have all terrible cards. So Agnes is just going to play the 3 white. All
right. So Agnes is playing. Oh, come back here, you. Okay, so Agnes plays... I'm going to put Agnes in... Yeah, I'm just going to put Agnes here. I'm going to move this over here. We don't need those. All right, Agnes, you've started your flight with a 3. Very well. All right. Holly?
Okay, so if I play less than a 3, then my powers activate. Is that correct?
Correct.
What are the powers on the black dragon and the...
The black dragon can steal rewards from the center of the table. A copper dragon immediately replaces that card with a card from the top of the deck.
Let's play the copper dragon.
All right, copper dragon it is. So as you do so, immediately it is replaced with a 7 blue dragon.
Ooh.
Take that.
All right, so a 7 blue dragon is what you now have. Okay, they then get a turn. So I'm going to ask my players who are playing the match to look away momentarily. Okay, they are going to play. Interesting. Okay. They are going to play a brass dragon. Now, they are currently at an 8 value, which is higher than a 7, so they do not get their power. The second individual is going to play a white dragon of 7. And what that means is he's going to take a reward from each of... actually, is it from each of you? Each weaker opponent. So that is currently Agnes. Agnes, from you, he is requesting you to do a dance.
Oh, that's easy. Agnes will kind of like just stand up and do just like a swift little jig, something that they used to do on an evening in the Ruthian caravans when she was traveling.
All right.
She likes to dance.
Make a performance check.
Oh dear. Oh, 29.
All right. With the 29, you dance and you begin to sway. They clap and they cheer. They're loving this. This is amazing. You are a lot better than probably anyone would have given you credit for. But they're having just a great time with this. All right. Quinn. I should say Quinn and Holly. As Agnes is distracting the others, it does provide you an opportunity if one wishes to be taken.
Oh, yes.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Oh, it's okay. It's not laid out for me. Got it.
You could try to steal. You could try to replace some of the cards in your hand by like swapping them with the deck. You could try to pilfer something from the center of the table.
I feel like they're gonna notice things.
The way the game works is it genuinely they don't if you succeed. That's it.
Okay. I want to sneak a peek at the top card.
Easy
and
done.
See if it's worth.
Make a stealth check.
Yes.
All right. Not only do you get a look at the top card, but you actually get a look at the top 3 cards. In order, the next card is going to be a Red Dragon 12. The following card is the Princess, which triggers the all good dragons in your flight of cards, followed by another Copper Dragon 3. So
I'm gonna swap the red dragon with my black dragon.
All right, done and done. So the black dragon is now on the top of the deck, and you now have the 12 red in your hand. All right, done. Quinn, do you want to do anything while Agnes is distracting them?
No, I'm going to let Holly,
Sure.
who is stealthier than I.
Not a problem. All right, well, it is your turn, though, Quinn. What do you want to place down?
I'm going to place the number 8 brass dragon.
Oh, very nice. All right, number 8 brass gets put down. Unfortunately, that is higher than the 7 of white, so there is no power. But currently, this is the first of the dragon flights, and right now, both one of the guards and Quinn are in the lead. Because the two of you are tied, I'm going to ask for Quinn to close her eyes. And I'm going to hold up a number. And if you can get within one space of that number, then you will get to go first. So it is a number between 1 and 7. Take your pick. You're muted. I can't hear.
5.
All right, 5 it is. So with 5, you are now the lead person. So you actually get to play the card first and will automatically get your your power. Your power will automatically trigger.
Nice.
Am I missing a...
Good question. What number's a kobold? Like in
hold on,
descending order kind of thing? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. The kobold is 5. Am I missing a card from Holly?
One did get replaced, technically.
Did you move
With the
it?
blue.
Oh, no. I know what I did. Okay, so 8 of brass wasn't yours. 8 of brass was Holly's. So your one is the top row. So you've got an 8 green, a 5 white, a 4 gold, a 12 red, and a 9 brass. Quinn, those are your cards.
Okay. My apologies then. I will play the 12 red
Very well. That's fine.
in that case.
Yeah.
No, the 12 red is mine.
Oh,
I
is it?
thought it was.
Oh, right. No, it just reshuffled it. Okay, I'm with you. I get
I feel
it.
like the 8 brass is totally mine though.
Yeah, no, it is. You're right. I know what happened. I just shuffled things in a
Okay.
weird way. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, Schoolie, I caught it as well. All right. So, first card, going back. So, what do you guys what do you want to play for your card? Quinn. Because you are the lead dragon.
Yeah, now I'm confused
So yours
about what I have.
Okay, so yours is 8 of green, 5 of white, 4 of gold, 9 of brass. Brass? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play the 9 of brass on the 8 that I just played.
Okay,
because-
very nice. All right, with the brass dragon, the opponent chooses to either give you a stronger good dragon or give you a reward. Let's see. He will give you, well, he has to give you a stronger good dragon. Well, he doesn't. And he also doesn't. Well, neither of them do. Okay. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I win.
Sorry, I did forget a step as well. When we got to the end of the round, everyone does get to draw a card as well.
I'm okay.
So
Grand.
that is a 1 of black for Quinn, the 4 of princess for Holly, and a 3 of copper for Agnes. Okay. Nope, they're gonna have to give you a reward. So, what do you want to ask of them?
Well, I'd like to pay our visit to the Emperor.
Unfortunately, you cannot offer anything that is on the table.
All right, what do I ask of them? What's within limits, what can I ask of them? What would be
It's a friendly game, so it's kind of like in that nature, much like how they asked Agnes for a dance. It's something that they can give. You can ask for some coin as well. It has to, it'll reflect kind of the.
I think they should sing a song.
Sing a song.
I do think they should sing a song.
Of sixpence. Sing a song of sixpence.
All right. They lean forward and they look at each other and they do sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. I don't know the rest of this song 'cause it was a child when I first heard it and it was sung wrong. Okay, so there you go. They sing as best as they can, and there's again much cheering and the like. For the rest of you,
I guess I'll clap.
Yeah, for the rest of you guys, their attitude has gone from indifferent or even borderline unfriendly to now friendly. They're improving their attitude towards you. Okay. Next up so that was Quinn. It is Holly is the next. Oh no, sorry. No, this guy is the next strongest flight. So he is going to play in response to your 9 an 8 gold dragon. And he gets to draw a card for every good dragon in his flight. So now he gets to draw 2 cards, which he has just done so. All right. Then we go to Holly.
Okay, I've got the 4 of princess. What's the one before that one?
12 red.
What's the green one?
10 green.
They also have a Tiamat.
I don't want a Tiamat yet. I don't know what it does. I don't want to do it yet, though.
Yeah, Tiamat's power only really comes in at the yada yada yada. Okay, here we go. Tiamat counts as a black, blue, green, red, and white dragon. So long as you have Tiamat and a good dragon in your flight, you may not win the gambit. That is the power of Tiamat. You have to win with an all-evil gambit. Which, because you have a blue dragon, you're still in.
Okay. Let's see. The rest of them are evil, though?
You've only got 1 evil dragon. So, yes, so far it's all evil.
Okay, what good ones do I have?
You have a 12 of gold.
And if I have a good one, I can't win or I can win?
You can't win.
Okay, so I need to keep that one. And if I throw the stronger dragon, I'll have the stronger hand, but I can't use the power.
Correct. But Tiamat doesn't have a power, really.
Yeah, but excuse me, what's the power on the red and the power on the green?
Power on the red is you get to you get to steal a card from another player and get a reward from them. Green is they have to either give you a weaker evil dragon or a reward. By the by, this is actually a game you can actually purchase in real life as well. It is an amazingly fun game. I'm using Tabletop Simulator in the background here just to kind of like, show off cards and things like that. But, like with so many rules tied into actually using your D&D skills to actually play this game, it is a lot of fun. And I do quite enjoy it as well. A gambit's also quite short. So like once you get the 3 cards down, that's pretty much the whole game. So they're over halfway. Well, once Holly puts down the card, then they're over halfway.
Yeah, we're putting down the green one. I say that because you're actually the one putting the card down.
The green one?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's see. So they have to give you a weaker
Wait, the power doesn't trigger, does it?
Oh, you're right. It doesn't, because it is stronger. No, come back here, you. All right, so that is a 10 green. God damn it. Frickin'. You know what? I'm just going to discard that one. You can go away. There we go. All right. All right. Then we go to the other guard. He is going to play. Ooh, okay. All right. He is going to play an 8 white. With an 8 white, he gets to ask the weakest player for something. Agnes, this time, he is going to ask you, all right, lass. You've got to have yourself a squeeze. A husband, a boyfriend, something like that.
Agnes blushes slightly.
They all,
just says...
you watch as the guards immediately, ooh, as they, all right. Quick, go fetch Alan. Go fetch Alan. Quick. As you know, one of the guards runs off, the ones that's not playing, and they run back. All right. Here's the reward. You have to write your feelings for this person on that scrap of paper. And you watch as this young boy, maybe like 15 years old or something like that, come back with a pen and quill. All right. Or you can fold your hand. It's up to you. I mean, just saying, if you can't pay the piper.
Quinn's going to sit up and try to see what Agnes writes.
So's Holly.
Jeez.
So Agnes takes a piece of paper, and on it she just writes, when he bent over to pick up the piece of rope, it was the first time my heart had fluttered since my husband died.
Aww.
Oh. They actually don't ask you what's in it. They just kind of like, you just got to write it up and you got to fold it up, and that's all, like, it's like, putting, and one of them says, putting your feelings out into the world, that's an important thing, sometimes we hold on to things, especially when we, want to share that, but we should put more love out in the world, that's what's all about, isn't it? You watch as they actually pass out drinks to Patrick, Dante, and Merc as well, as they're sitting there and enjoying the game. As this is happening, however, what are Patrick, Merc, and Dante doing?
I'm watching the game and drinking.
Fair.
But also kind of scoping out what I can about the room, take a gander.
Oh, like
get a good look at.
It's a gutted attic. You can see some someone's old wedding dress and like a mirror with dust on it and stuff like that. It's it's like mostly just broken down storage and stuff. Right, and just kind of assess their capability as potential opponents. No, they'll stab you a couple times, but you guys have fought way bigger, way nastier. Gotcha. Things, yeah, 100%. No, this is not a real danger. Worst case scenario is if they outnumber you, then you've got a kind of problem. Yep. All right. Other than that, I'll just make sure my gun's clean. Very nice.
Some lucky hits in.
Dante, what about yourself?
He's watching the game mostly because he's interested.
Very nice. And Merc?
Merc is trying to keep up, but all the cards and numbers are just beyond him.
Fair.
He does not understand the rules.
Fair enough. Well, speaking of the rules, actually, seeing as we have our dear friend Classic Sam, who just joined us, thank you so much for the sub. For those of you who are just joining us, our group of heroes is currently enjoying a game of 3 Dragon Ante, where they have bet an audience with the Emperor of Old Korvosa on the outcome of this game, including, of course, a set of very, very nice shadow braces that the guards were in possession of. This game involves creating a flight of dragons, which you can see above me, with the highest value. You get bonus points for having cards of the same flight, or that is to say, the same type of dragon, or cards with the same number value, such as the power of the dragons themselves. Right now, we are amidst kind of a reward being asked as one of the powers of these dragons, where Agnes has written down words to someone that they admire and they have a crush on. The guards are just kind of like, I mean, they're basically just like teenagers at a party at this point. They're just like, you know, not what's the word? You know what I mean? It's like slumber party level, like just shenanigery. But yeah. Which I think that leaves us with Agnes. You are the last person to add to your second dragon. What dragon do we have?
When you say we have to add to a flight, so have we all got our own like deck somewhere? I'm having trouble seeing the screen.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you do have a hand. What do you? Go away. All right, your hand.
I know what cards I've got because I wrote them down, but what am I playing on top of?
Oh, so right now you've got a 3 of white that is active. So that's what you're playing. And if you play something that is less than an 8 of white, which is what was played last, your dragon's power activates.
Okay, and what did you say before about like having 3 cards the same? Is that all played?
That is played, yeah. So you throw 3 cards of the same number, yeah, or 3 cards of the same dragon.
And if I play less than
the thing, the power activates. Now, keeping in mind, your worm dragon, which is a kobold, actually counts as any color dragon.
Yes, that's what I was asking about the things before. So
yeah.
I'm going to play 4 green.
4 of green, okay. 4 of green, your power, the enemy has to give you either a weaker evil dragon. A weaker evil dragon? Yep, a weaker evil dragon, or you get a reward. All right. Let's see.
They didn't have anything strong the last time. I don't think they'd have that. I think a weak would be useful.
They do. So they are going to give you a weak green dragon.
Nice. Lay the greens on me.
All right. All right.
Right. That is that play the 4 of greens. Let me delete that from the list.
All right, but that is the end of the round, though.
Yep.
So with the end of the round, we now tally up where we're at. So we have 16 for one of the guards, 15 for the second guard. Your table has 7 for one of your for Agnes, 17 for Quinn, and 17 for Holly. So there is a tie between Holly and Quinn as to who goes first. Given you guys are on the same team, you may decide among yourselves who that would be while I hand out cards.
Holly, do you want to go?
I would love to go. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay. And then, okay, your cards. That is Bahamut going to Quinn.
Oh.
Bahamut is the same thing as Tiamat, but in the opposite direction. And anyone who has both good and evil dragons in their thing has to give you a reward. The Archmage goes to Holly. All cards you play later this gambit trigger their power, which is not really which is kind of pointless at this stage.
What card did I get last round off that guy? What was the
1 of green dragon? Ooh, and you, Agnes, get a metallic wormling. You may discard this card and replace it with a good dragon from your hand. The new card triggers its power regardless of strength. That's pretty rad. Okay, so those are your dragon cards. So, sorry, was Holly that was going first?
Yes.
All right.
So if I play Tiamat, I can't win. Is that correct?
No, you can. You've only got evil dragons.
So I can play Tiamat
Yes.
and still win.
Yep.
I want to play Tiamat.
All right, Tiamat it is. Done. Quinn, you're up next.
So if I understand this right, if I play Bahamut, I have to have only good dragons, or
Correct.
and what do I have?
You have
I've got
two
the
good
brass
dragons.
and well, then I'm going to play Bahamut.
All right, Bahamut gets played. Some massive cards. All right. The gods look a little shook by that. All right.
Yeah, 2 power plays.
Yeah, those are the 2 highest cards in the game. What will they do? All right. They look at each other, and they look at Agnes. They nod at each other and wink, and one of them plays the Druid. The player with the weakest flight wins this gambit.
Oh.
Awesome.
The second
So
plays. Let's see. The second plays the brass dragon. The opponent must perform another reward. They look at Agnes, and you watch as the both of them kind of take on the same, like, kind of almost like, you know in Evangelion, how you had the bad guy who would, like, kind of have his hands crossed and look down? Yeah, they're both kind of looking there, and you can kind of see that they're both in sync on this, as they say, now, the reward, if you don't want to fold your hand, and if you fold your hand, you will lose, and they will win, is you have to mail that letter to the person who it's for, who it's about. Keeping in mind it doesn't have your name or his name in it, like in the actual thing you wrote down, so it is an anonymous letter.
Agnes also considers the fact that, like, the percentage chance of them actually just dying and it not mattering this is quite great.
I could just kill you all. No one would know.
So just like,
This is why Patrick's casually cleaning his gun. Great game, guys. Hope it goes well for us.
I mean, Agnes wins if they do it.
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to do it without putting his name on it, but I mean...
Oh, you can tell Lan will run it off to whoever it needs to go to.
Alright, okay. Then fair enough. Yeah, she'll...
The bridges are out, so, you know.
No, he's in Old
It'll take a
Korvosa.
while. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she'll whisper the name in Lan's ear.
All right. Lan says, Lan nods and says, I think I know who you're talking about. All right. And as you hand him the letter, he stuffs it into his pocket. And he then makes off. And you watch as the guards just stop and just applaud. They don't even wait to see what you play. I mean, I presume you're going to play. I don't think it matters what you're going to play. I don't think there's any card you have that wouldn't make you win.
Yeah, I think I was just going to play the one
real
of green.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's also other cards you could play just to do make them do something.
Well, the green dragon is going to get them to do something which they didn't count on, right? But they're just applauding you at the moment. They're like, that is so brave. You are, you know, I hope whoever gets that message, I hope they appreciate you.
And what did you say the metallic wormling thing did?
It allowed you to play any dragon from your hand, and its power activates regardless of its power. Which means, which means you could have used you can use any of them.
Which they all would be weaker, I think, either way.
No, because the last one that was played was a 2.
Oh yeah, it was a 2. Okay.
All right, is we good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, with that being said, the game concludes, and Agnes is declared the winner. They hand over the pair of shadow gloves, which are gloves of the braces of the Shadowfen. These braces actually act as separate bags of holding that can automatically store any, pretty much any number of handheld objects. In addition, you can use these objects. Sorry, no, let me rephrase. You can use these braces to disguise objects as tattoos on either yourself or on bits of paper. And once these marks are there, they can then be activated to withdraw that object from it. So let's say you have, like, I don't know, a can of drink or whatever. You can go touch a piece of paper and you can push that can of drink into that piece of paper and it is there. Now, when somebody else speaks a passcode determined by you, they can then pull that can of drink out of the piece of paper and it'll be exactly as you went in. So if it was frozen or if it was cold, it would come out cold even if it was days later.
It's awesome.
That could be
Oh man, I
really
want some of
useful.
those.
It catches is that it cannot store anything living. So no plants, no animals.
Of course.
No people, you know, that whole thing.
That's what playing the Pokemon Master is for.
Yeah, there you go. All right, I hope you
I
guys...
say that because there actually is someone that does that.
Yeah,
more.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little 3-dragon anti-allude. But they, the guards basically tell you exactly as I did. Well, fair is fair. You're free to pass. The Emperor, well, look, the Emperor is taking visitors. There's actually no one, you know, none of us have been actually told to stop people. But thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, this was fun. When do you play again?
We're just hanging out here. You know, we'll be here all day, I guess.
All right. See you around.
All right. Bye.
And we move onwards towards the Emperor, I guess.
You do.
Have fun in the castle.
Let's see. Hold on.
1 second.
There we go. Done. Okay. So,
That's a good point. Can I hide Merc?
pardon?
Could I tattoo Merc into paper?
No.
He's not living.
True.
But handheld, right?
Yeah, it's also handheld.
That's fair enough. Wait, my hand or a human hand?
Your hand, just because it's funnier. No, a human hand. Actually, no, it'd be whoever's wearing the bracer, honestly. But yes. Okay. You make your way across the bridge to the next area. As you arrive, okay, let me just get these down here real quick. You are confronted by a few guards. All right. There is a bunch of people rabbling and sort of jeering, as well as a few individuals who are kind of... it's almost like a debate of sorts. This room has... Sorry. Here we go. All right. This room is an open-air balcony shielded from the rain and sun by a brightly colored canvas roof, which extends up to the area like a half dome held in place by a wooden framework. Inside the canvas has been decorated with scenes of gruesome debauchery, battlefields, executions, torture chambers, human-eating monsters all vie for space here on the tapestry. The balcony contains two major features of note. The first is a high-back throne that looks like a poor man's version of the Crimson Throne. A thing covered in blood-red cushions and spikes. Directly west of the throne, an intimidating device, a guillotine carved wooden bone, its base depicting a grasping demonic feet at the housing of its glittering blade. You can also see its face seems to portray a leering demon's visage. As you arrive, you can see this individual seated on the throne. Hear ye! Hear ye! I, the Emperor of Old Korvosa, now doth hereby open my court for, who's or what's it that need problems solved. Let it be known that in my generosity, that, any who seek favor of the Emperor shall receive it, as long as they don't piss me off. Now, at this point, as you make your way into the area, the guard that are there kind of gesture towards you. Hey, are you here to see the Emperor?
Yep, we just played
yes.
the most fun game ever, and your guys upstairs are a lot of fun. And if you haven't played Three Dragon Ante, you totally should.
Oh, you mean Cyrus and the others? Yeah, all right, cool. Just head down and kneel and all that, and tell the Emperor what you want. He gestures for you to go to the field. I will draw an X so you guys can move roughly there. There you go. Alright, you may move your characters to your mark.
How do I feel about this?
Alright. Okay. Now, in addition to the regulars of the court, you actually do notice that somebody comes out as they say that, my lord, we have people who comes to seek an audience with you. An audience? Oh, an audience with me. Yes, of course. I am the Emperor, of course, and that is what I do. I hold audiences with people. Who are you people? And why do you seek an audience? Oh, wait, no. Shut up. You need to ask their name, and then you need to tell me what their name is. What? Yeah, you need to... that's how this fucking works. Just ask them. So, sorry, what's your name?
Agnes Machito.
Agnes. She says her name is Agnes. No, not like that. You have to be like, now presenting this person. You fucking idiot. Oh, sorry. All right. Sorry. Now presenting, her lady's Agnes. My lord. You watch as he kind of like straightens up and he's like, yes, that's right. It's better. This is how it's supposed to be. Okay. Are you all kneeling, bowing? What are you guys doing?
Agnes will like step forward and give a little curtsy or whatever the equivalent to what they do in these,
Okay.
bob a curtsy.
Everyone else?
I'll do a bow.
Holly will do an official super fancy court curtsy.
Ooh, okay.
Dante will give a bow.
Yep.
Patrick will give a sarcastic bow.
Okay.
Slightly sarcastic. Tip his hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Merc?
Just grumbling. I never liked this when it was real noble. I hate it even more now.
Thank you for your time.
Sorry, Mercutio, what was your response?
Oh, he just firmly crosses his arms.
All right. Let me just check on something real quick. He doesn't notice. That's fine. All right.
He's too dumb.
No, he just doesn't care. All right. Okay. Well, Lady Agnes and traveling entourage, you are welcomed here in the court of the true emperor. And, snacks, yes. Fetch the snacks. As the emperor claps his hands, you watch as one of the guards comes out with what looks to be like just some beverages and things. They don't look great. It's like cups of water and like wooden cups and like a bowl of peanuts, you know, like, yeah. Now, tell us what you seek from the great emperor.
Well, we would like to speak to an artist. What was his name again?
Salvador Scream.
Salvador. I believe that he is a guest of yourself, and we were just wondering if it would be possible just to speak with him. Mutual friend.
You wish to speak with my artist?
Yes.
Well, I don't suppose I have a problem with that. But of course, you ask much of the great emperor. He then sort of puffs his chest out a bit. And you did not bring me a gift. That happens, right? You know, they bring gifts to the emperor. They bring gifts to the emperor, as according to the rules that I made up just then. And because you didn't, I am going to have you executed. You watch as the gnome that is standing next to him kind of looks at you through this executioner's hood.
Agnes laughs softly.
That's your executioner.
He doesn't hear
you. Patrick laughs loudly.
Do you think maybe we could do something besides execution? Like that seems a little extreme. And I know that your emperorness can do anything that you want because you are the emperor, but we would ask to throw ourselves on the mercy of the emperor right now.
I am merciful. I do give you that. Oh, we could do the... You watch as the executioner kind of shakes her head almost like she's trying to say no. Oh, go on, let me. You know, the other ones didn't last that long. She kind of glares. But look, you know, we can guillotine people another time. That's fine. You know, there's plenty of opportunities to guillotine people. Oh, you like sports?
I don't really know sports that well.
See, they don't even know sports. They'll still get killed. It's fine.
I mean, I'm a fan of dominoes and sometimes a wee bit darts. Darts? I'm okay with darts.
Just shoot him, guys. Should we just shoot him, or is that a bad idea?
No, I think that's a bad idea. It'll just cause a panic.
He leans forward and he says, as it so happens, there is mercy that can be shown. I will allow you to play out your execution in a manner befitting this royal and noble court, in a game we call Blood Pig. The game is quite simple, in fact. So simple that I can explain it very easily. So easily, in fact, that it is right here. Yes, there we go. Blood Pig is a game in which you will score points for throwing, kicking, dropping, or otherwise placing a pig that is colored in your colors into a hole belonging to an opponent's team. You stand upon the very sacred grounds of our Blood Pig arena even now.
Hey, guys, I think I'm with Patrick on this one. Let's just shoot him.
If you manage to survive against our royal team of trained professionals, then, of course, I will not only grant you amnesty and spare your miserable lives, but also I will allow you to speak with your Salvador Scream. But if you fail, grisly deaths and your heads come off.
So, we're going to talk about the group. Are we going to go through this, or are we going to just kill him?
I mean, I'm in favor of violence in this case. You know, we tried being reasonable.
I have no.
How many people?
This man.
How many people are in here?
Okay, so there is the executioner, 4 guards. Let me just check here real quick. Sorry, I just need to pull up the stage, the throne.
I knew I should have taken that warning shot, feet.
Here we go. And there are 4 archers above you.
Oh.
Yeah, the archers will gotta be a bit of an annoyance.
Yeah,
So
so there's
4
about
archers.
8 people in total.
Are there oil lamps and draperies?
Oh, please don't.
I'd say Agnes is done with fire. I'd say no. I'd say
how
no.
many
There aren't.
people are on the stage?
How many people on the stage? There are 3 people. Okay, so there's the Emperor. There is the Executioner. 2 people on the stage. 1 person on the steps leading to the stage, and 1 person pretty much right next to you holding peanuts and water.
All right. So so this is out of character. We're all in agreement.
Yeah. Just
All
shoot
right.
him. I tried. I tried. I did everything I could.
Perfect. So Merc is going to step up, if I can get to Fantasy Grounds. And by step up, I mean he's going to go here, draw his sword and point it at him, and go, how about a different game? And I'm going to use my nat 20 to cast Sunblade at him.
All right. You draw out your weapon and you begin to cast. Now, with your nat 20, that is a ranged touch attack.
I do believe so, yes.
Okay. Could I get you to double check that for me on the spell, please?
It just says range 60 feet, target 1 creature. You fire a ray of burning sunlight. It doesn't say... Because if I roll the attack, it's... I rolled a nat 20 anyway.
Bet you regret using that token now. Now I'll give you it back. Why can't I be more of an asshole? Okay.
You always check first before you use your
Yep.
tokens.
It's very
Well,
true.
yeah, but I didn't know if it... Yeah.
Just, yeah, you got no reason.
But-
It's just, yeah, I should have. All right.
Yeah. So the critical success, it deals double damage.
You do need to roll to confirm, though. That is the other
I
half
do?
of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Roll to confirm. What?
Yeah, roll to confirm your... Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, you don't. Sorry, it's Pathfinder 2nd Edition. What am I talking about? Never
Oh,
mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's good, because you would have missed. Anyway.
So is he evil aligned?
No.
He what?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's just stupid selfish.
No, he's just chaotic.
Chaotic neutral.
All right. So I guess that means he'll take 2d4 fire damage.
All right. Which would be 4d4, right? Because it's a crit.
No, 1d4.
Oh, right. 6d4. All right.
2d4.
So
No,
as
you
you...
take-
Oh, okay. I thought I thought from the... I feel as though that spell might have been oversold then. As you...
Yeah, because I thought it did more than because I thought he was also evil, so it would have been 4d4. Because if they're evil aligned, they take another 1d4 good damage.
Right. Okay. Well, he takes 5 points of damage as his coat starts to catch fire as he's, insolence! Insolence! Kill them! Kill them right now! And as the archers begin to send a volley of arrows down in your direction, I am going to say that you guys have your weapons out. You hear the sounds of laughter coming from behind you as Leori yells out, "Today's a good day to die!" And on those cheerful notes...
This does not hit the surprise me.
And on those cheerful notes, that is where we will end today's session, as we prepare to go into a full-blown battle sequence against the Emperor, his court, the archers, the executioner, and our lovely and amazing group of talented and just so you guys are Chaos Gremlins, and I love it. Well done. Well done. What level are you guys? Okay.
7.
All right, 7.
It
You're not
has
quite
been
there.
a while since we leveled up.
It has been. But you will level up after you deal with these dudes. But
Oh, right.
but we do have one last thing though.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
So. Okay. Through a glass mirror. Oh, sorry, through a mirrored surface in a glass bowl, a man stands before a magic portal that gleams over our heroes. He watches as the signal is given and they are surrounded. So, do you think he knows yet? No, I don't think he does. But he'll be here soon. And we'll be able to get to business once the Emperor has served his purpose. Yes, very good, sir. Very good, sir. The time is coming. And you watch as a finger touches the water surface and creates a small circle. It focuses in on one person in the group. Padrig. Soon, all will be as it should be. Soon, what was started with your family will now end with mine. And he splashes the water and disrupts the image. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Oh, Patrick, you're gonna die.
I mean, it's been a long time coming.
Yep.
I blame Holly.
I always blame Holly.
I didn't do anything this time.
You did something though.
No, it wasn't me.
No, that's true. I mean, it all panned out pretty well. I think all things considered, you had like a really fun little game with some guards. You guys got to,
You tried to be reasonable and, not just going guns blazing.
That was like my first bit of diplomacy ever, and it was pointless.
Well, I think you misunderstand how diplomacy works. First of all, it doesn't generally start with a deception check.
No, with the Emperor. I don't mean with the
with the
guards.
Emperor, right. Okay, sorry. And that's not what yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that didn't count.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. But that's okay, because, the Emperor's a bit of a knob, so there you go. All right. Well, guys, we are going to go and pass on the love here. We're going to go and raid. Who are we going to go and raid? Who is doing things? Who is up and about? So is one of these guys buffed at Dead Aussie Gamer? Not yet. Oh, actually, before I forget, thank you, Schoolie. I did forget. Lucky Day gets played. And in this particular instance, I'm going to say your lucky day is that, and somebody will need to remind me of this because I will forget, is the archers were actually on Smoko, so they will not get the first round of combat.
They just miss all their shots.
No, they haven't got their arrows and their bows. Their bows are literally just by their side, and then it's like they're like, get them, and then they're like, oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, they were just on Smoko, and now they're quickly getting their stuff because they're not trained guards. They weren't super ready for when that happened. So there you go. Alrighty then. Who is out and about? Careful Cantrip's doing some world building. Love that. I'm feeling
World building.
All right, I'm feeling that. Let's go there. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to go and hang out with our friends over at Careful Cantrip as they embark on some world building. Add that to the donations for next week. Thanks, Schoolie. Big appreciate. All right, raid channel. Before I go, oh yes, and if anyone wants to, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for those of you who don't know, I'm up for a nomination for Best Paizo GM of 2022-2023 at the Crit Awards. And if you want to help us out and vote for your good old friend Dag, link in the description, link in the chat there. The voting closes on July 9th. All proceeds go to making Dag a happy, happy camper. That is all. All right. There we go. All is well and ongoing. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us your time. It is greatly appreciated. We love your faces. We love hanging out and being able to make this incredible thing that we do something that we get to enjoy as a community together. Be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, as always, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, folks.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.